This video is available on videogcse.com. Question 16, part B. P is the point on AB such that AP is to PB equals 3 is to 2. Part B, show that the vector OP equals 1/5 times all of 2A plus 3B. Try to do this question now. If you get stuck, pause this video here, try to do the question now. If you get stuck, resume the video to the point where you got stuck and then pause it again and try to finish it. And when you finish the question, play the video to check that you got the final answer. Okay, so we need to refer back to the diagram. This is the diagram, and the question tells us that this length AP and this length PB, that the vectors here, for every unit of length of AP is for every 3 units of AP there are 2 units of PB. Basically the ratio here is 3 is to 2. Okay, so for example, if this line was split into 5 parts, AP would be 3 parts and PB would be 2 parts. So we have to show that the vector OP equals 1/5 all of 2A plus 3B. So let's see how we're going to do this. OP. Okay, so we're going to start from the vertex O. We're going to go to B, and then we're going to go to P, and that's the vector OP. Or another way to get there, if you think about it, is to start from O, travel along the vector A, get to the vertex A, and then go to P this way. That's another way that we could get there. That's another way of saying the vector OP. I really have no idea how I'm going to do this, but I'll do my best. Okay, so right away you might notice that the ratio of 3 is to 2. You might know from doing other ratios that you sometimes need to add these and divide up the parts and that, and I can see that 1/5, so something has been added here. You can probably see here that there's a 3 here, 3B, 2 here, 2A. So right away you can work out a strategy. P is the point in AB. Okay, so one way to get this would be, I think, let's try to do it the other way. Okay, let's write down what we know. This was part A. I'm just going to keep part A here in case. I'll just keep the answer there in case that's useful. So OP, that's what we're trying to do. The vector OP equals OB plus BP. See, OP equals OB plus BP. So I'm going to write that down. Equals OB plus BP. And let's sub in some values. We know that OB equals the vector B. So because we're writing it in terms of that. So OP equals, and by the way, they've already told us the answer. Look, they've told us the answer. Show that the vector OP equals 1/5 of all of 2A plus 3B. So this is the answer. We just need to show that this is true. So we know the answer, and we just need to work towards that answer. OB equals B, we said, and BP, we don't know the length, we don't know what the vector BP is, another way to write it. So let's see. Well, BP is 2/5 of BA. Oh, okay. I think I see I think I have an idea. Might be easier if we go the other way. Did we get what was our answer for the first bit? Yeah, it'll probably be easier if we go the other way. Let's try, instead of going OB plus OP, instead of going to get to OP, instead of going OB and then plus BP, let's go OA plus AP, because we already know what the vector AB is. I could maybe, maybe I could keep going this way, but I think this way could be easier because we already know what AB is. Okay, so let's write down OP, the vector OP, which is what we're being asked for in the question. Here is the question, OP. This is what we're being asked for. The vector OP equals, and if we refer back to our diagram, we can see that OP, the vector OP equals the vector OA. See, the vector OA plus the vector AP. That's another way to express the vector OP, to get there indirectly. Well, and let's just sub in the values. Let's sub in what we know. Well, the question tells us that the vector OA equals the vector A here, small a. So OP equals A. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. OP equals A because OA equals the vector A. And AP. We don't know what AP is, but we do know that AP is 3/5 of AB because it's in the ratio of 3:2. So AP is 3/5 of AB. See, if this had 5 units of length, for every 3 APs there'd be 2 PBs, or 2 units for each. So yeah, AP is, actually I'll write this down just before, just so it's clearer. AB equals, oh no, sorry, AP equals 3/5 of 3/5 of AB. Yep. So what is AB? Well, we know from our answer beforehand that AB equals B minus A. So AP equals 3/5 of B minus A. And you can, so yeah, so OP equals OA, which we said was the vector A, and OP, the vector AP. We know that AP equals 3/5 of B minus A, of all of B minus A. So write it down here, 3/5 of all of B minus A, and we work from here. So go back to your question. Remember, we have the answer and we're just working towards it. We need 1/5 times 2a plus 3b. Okay, so I think we're going to do some taking things out of the brackets. Okay, well let's work this out. OP equals a plus, sorry, plus 3/5 of b, multiply it out. 3/5 times b is 3/5 of b minus 3/5 of a. Just to make this clearer, I'll make this subscript, make this superscript, so you can see that it's 3/5 of a, and I'll just do this everywhere just so it's more clear for you, in case it wasn't clear before, so you know that AB isn't under the line or anything like that. Okay, and we can actually make this a little simpler. If you see, I can say that OP equals, if it's A minus 3/5 of A, well, A minus 3/5 of A is going to leave me with 2/5 of A. So I'll just copy and paste from here. Actually, I think I have yep, simply 2/5 of A, and plus 3/5 of b. Yeah. So now we know that OP equals 2/5 of A plus 3/5 of B, and if we were to take 5 out of the bracket here, let me just make this more readable for you. Yep. We could say that OP, now remember we have the answer, just work towards the answer. Here's the answer I'm looking for. OP equals 1/5 of 2A plus 3B, and yeah, it works. If you just whoops, 1/5. If you take 1/5 out, what times 1/5 would give you 2A? Well, 2/5 of A would. So if you take this out, you can see that actually this does give you the answer they're looking for, 2A. Oops. Plus, and again, what they're looking for, it's actually, in fact, I can just copy and paste it, plus 3B. It's right there. Yeah, there we go. Because, and if I was to check my answer and multiply this out, 1/5 times 2A would give me 2/5 of A. See, and 1/5 times 3B would give me 3/5 of B. And there's my answer. I've done it. Woohoo! And let's just check the mark scheme. Hopefully I got this correct. This was part B, yep, of 16. OP equals OA plus AP. OP equals OA plus AP, that's what I did. OP equals A plus 3/5 of B minus A. Yeah, that's what I did. AP equals, okay, yeah, plus A, yep. And yeah, proof. Give yourself 1 mark. So give yourself 3 marks if you got that. Give yourself 1 mark if you wrote down OP equals OA plus AP or equivalent, or OP equals OB plus BP or equivalent. This is why it's important to show your working. You can still get marks if you didn't get it right. Give yourself 1 mark if you wrote down AP equals 3/5 X your B minus A, your answer from the first part, even if you didn't get that right, or equivalent, or BP times 2/5 of 2/5 times, it's not X, sorry, it's times 2/5 times your A minus B or equivalent from the first part. Give yourself full marks if you wrote down the vector A plus 3/5 times B minus A or equivalent, or B plus 2/5 times A minus B or equivalent, leading to give an answer with correct expansion of brackets seen. And the text solution to this video is available on videogcsc.com.